for the misses. Number 5. Crazy time in the wine business. It's a great time to be a wine buyer. If you love wine, this is not the Gilded Age, but the golden age for deals. What an opportunity is out there right now that if you're smart, if you know what you're doing, or you know people that are smart, you're going to get some great wine for no money, which you guys have already been experiencing that with us. We've just had a rash of deals here this year in 2025, almost a COVID year type levels with these amazing offers coming down the pike almost on a daily basis. We're saying no to some really great wines at really great prices just because there's something better. You know, there's something better coming along. But here's the caveat. You can get sucked into this trap of, oh, this is a great $60 wine for 20 bucks. Well, what if the $60 wine sucked? Then you bought a crappy $60 wine and you paid 20 bucks for it. Does that make you feel good? Well, yes and no, because part of you is like, oh, I still got a deal. And you can always reason it away. You can be like, oh, it's okay. It was only 20 instead of 60. And you're drinking the price. What we do is we drink the wine and then let the price, what the prices were, dictate the terms of engagement or how we handle it as a company. But the wine always comes first. That's first. What's in the bottle? Like, for example, look at this label, okay? So look at that label. Was this 2 years of like internal discussions with millionaires determining how their first vintage from their estate grapes was going to look? No, it's not. It's not. And there's a reason for that. There's a reason for that. So this is the Outtake 2023 Marin County Pinot Noir. What's that, you say? Marin County? Where is that? There is wine country in Marin County. But there's not a lot of it. And it's treacherous wine country. It's steep, sloping, blah, 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 blah. But a few brave souls planted grapes there, starting in the 1980s, actually. And Marin County has kind of like a cool kid insider vibe to it. There's not a lot of vineyard there, so there's only 2 or 3 producers making wine from that neck of the woods. So that makes the NDA on this, well, let me put it this way. If you want to do some research, you'll find out where today's wine is coming from. But technically, this is what they call an NDA cuvee, non-disclosure agreement. We can't tell you the vineyard that it came from. But just get on your Googles, ask your ChatGPTs and your AIs, and you'll probably figure it out fast enough, right? So we didn't tell you, though. We did not tell you. But getting back to it, these NDA cuvées, what if they suck? You know, what if it is an $80 wine selling for 20 bucks? The key is to get a great wine that could have been $100 a bottle or 75 or 85 bucks a bottle and then sell it to you at a ridiculous price. And that's what this guy is. The Outtake Marin County Pinot Noir. It's on our machines this week. Come down and try it for yourself. That's what I'm doing. So, look at that. So easy. Come drink with us. Here's what we got going on. 2023. Terrific vintage. One of the best vintages for red wines in the last 20 years. A perfect growing season. Cool, long, no inclement weather, rain at the right time. Went out and get your grapes whenever you want to go out and get your grapes. Pinot Noir loves this. 2023, we're tasting some of the finest Pinot Noirs from North America that we've tasted in the last 2 decades. These wines are so incredibly balanced, have so much fruit, so much soul. The tannins are so silky because we're getting this level of physiological ripeness, perfect physiological ripeness. We've covered this in these pages before, where you can have sugar ripeness, where grapes can accumulate sugar, but is the rest of the grape ripe? Sugar is one aspect. The acids, the tannins, all these, the skins, all of these have ripeness playing in as a factor. So if you have this long, cool, beautiful vintage where everything's ripening on the same path, the same trajectory at the same time, then you have perfection. All elements of the grape are in perfect harmony and unison, and you can accidentally make great wine. In this case, not so accidental. This wine is made by a pretty serious winery, and it is, from what we can tell, part of a single vineyard program. And we were presented this bottle when an independent broker came in, and he was like, "Here, check this out." And we're like, "Oh my gosh, look at that label. Looks like it wasn't thought out too quick, you know." And again, we got the wine in front of us, and that's when the magic started. Look at that beautiful, gorgeous Pinot Noir color. That light ruby, that little clarity on the edges, just that cinnamon, the spice. Marin County, what does it taste like? It smells and tastes like a more hedonistic version of Anderson Valley, I'd say. Anderson Valley with a nice, like, true Sonoma Coast, Petaluma Gap kicker to it. So you have more richness of fruit than the Anderson Valley Pinot Noirs, and you have more fineness of tannin, particularly in this wine, but you still get some of those savory, you know, sous-bois, earth, underbrush currents, characters that can sometimes dominate those Anderson Valley cuvées, making them more like a real connoisseur's type wine. This is like a best of both worlds type deal. And in 2023, when you just had that perfect red cherry fade in the strawberry fruit, and then the balance is so on point. Almost like kick-ass Oregon too. Like when Oregon has a perfect vintage and the wines are full of fruit, but they're on point. Ballerina, just right on the tippy toes there. That's what you get with this wine. The tannins are incredibly fine. The acid is there, but it's just folded right in. This wine is not hedonistic. It's not jammy. It's not lean. It's just perfect. That's what 23 does. That's where it tastes right now. We knew the vintage was going to be good. When we start seeing wines like this, we're like, whoa, get ready to strap it on, baby. We're selling Pinot Noir this year. And because the market is a bit soft for the high end, especially direct to consumer from a lot of these wineries up in the North Coast, a lot of excellent wineries up in the North Coast, we get this phone call. Accordingly, we get Pinot Noir that could retail for $85, $90, $95 a bottle, and we get to sell it to you for 20 bucks. 19.98. 17.98 if you buy 6 or more. 6 bottles, 17.98. That is absolutely ridiculous. And we are going to see more stuff like this coming down the lane. I don't know if we'll see a Pinot Noir at this level again. We might. We might. It's a great vintage and there's plenty of wine. But in the meantime, I'd say bird in the hand with this. This wine is so good. I've taken this home a couple times already. And, you know, it's one of those wines where, like I said at the start, are you drinking the wine or are you drinking the price? In this case, you drink the wine. Drink the wine, go, oh, that's friggin' great. And then you find out it's 18 or 20 bucks. Then you say, give me more. And that's what we have right here. This is a gimme more proposition to the highest level. Only 56 cases available. Get it while it's hot. Remarkable value from the world famous growing region of Marin County. I guarantee you'll love it. Click and buy.